Lift this up a bit. Okay. That looks much better. Okay. It's a very delicate process. All right, but the lighting is a problem now. Hang on, we are troubleshooting. Okay. All right. Cool, all fixed. Right, chat. Welcome, welcome. We are live. And we're making ear warmers today. Let's just do a post for Instagram real quick. There we go. We're just going to post story. Right. Now, can I get a link? Can I link this somehow? Nah, we'll just straight up post it. There. Okay, posted. Let's get started. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. Okay. We got the first amount of chains done. Hi, hello, welcome. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live. Hit that subscribe button. We are crocheting ear warmers tonight. I know most people do these in the knitting machines, but I don't have one, so. We're doing this instead. We're crocheting them. So I hope you'll chat, I hope you'll hang out, and all that wonderful stuff for a while. We're finally live on a Saturday night again. Oh, the little candles just came on. Hello, welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome. I hope you all see my new yarn shelf that I got assembled earlier. Quite proud of it. Worked very hard on it. Nice vids. Thank you. Well, it just got dark out. So we're just gonna crochet for a while here. You'll stay and watch? Well, thank you. Yeah, we're finally live on a Saturday night again, guys, on schedule. In my house. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. We're finally back on schedule. And I got my shelf built and my yarn put on it, so hope more people come. They should, hopefully. I usually start out pretty slow. It's been quiet lately because I've been all out of whack on posting on time and keeping to the usual live schedule. I tell you, the past month has been utter insanity. So we're gonna that it all stays calm, knock on wood. That's all that matters. Yeah. Hi. I am crocheting ear warmers right now. We're seeing how many ear warmers I can crochet in one day. We're filming another one of those videos today. And this is ear warmer number 10 so far. And it's only a little after 5 o'clock, which is nice. But So we're almost done with the first row of this pink ear warmer. Oh, and here come the neighbors. They're home. It was another parade of oil trucks today. The whole time I was up here working, it was like one oil truck. Another oil. Up there goes another oil truck. I mean, I'm one to talk. I had an oil delivery on the 31st. That was a painful credit card bill. But at least the house is warmer, I say, as I put on my sweater because I'm cold. Because my yarn room is, I've said this multiple times, my yarn room is on the second floor of my house. But there's only one heating vent for the entire second floor. And it's not very efficient, so I get chilly easily in the yarn room. And the heating vent is literally just outside the door, so if I could just find a way to like direct it into the two rooms up here instead of just straight up, that would be great. Boy, it got dark real fast. Anyway, it's Saturday night. I go back to work on Monday, but it's all right. I need to get back into the routine. I'm tired. Holiday season isn't quite over yet because I'm Eastern Orthodox, so Christmas is actually on January 7th. So I've got one more holiday to get through, and then I'm free. Furnace just kicked on. God, that's loud. hate how loud it gets sometimes. We've got Lo-Fi Girl playing in the background. Just for my own sanity. Otherwise, I just have to sit and listen to the house go bump in the night. And it's an old house, so it makes creepy noises. But yeah, I posted my goals for 2026 video. Ugh. Is it really 2026? That doesn't sound like a real year. Anyway, I had that video posted today, and well, I already mostly fulfilled one goal. I got this shelf built and the yarn organized. I still need a couple more shelving units, but hi, welcome to the live. Yeah, I need another cube shelf. I managed to finally get all the yarn off the ground. All the acrylic yarn is on this shelving unit back here. Can you wave? I don't do things on command. And then my cube shelf over there has all my cotton yarn on it. And then I have a cabinet over here where all the fancy yarn is. And I'd like to get another cube shelf for more yarn. And a bookshelf for all my patterns and some floating shelves for other things. And I gotta get that ceiling tile replaced because it's all stained. But the house came with that, so. It is what it is. Look, we've reached the end of this little scrap. Time to attach another one. Just use these little scraps up as much as I can, because I do have a lot of scrap yarn. A lot of scrap yarn in a very small house. Don't got a lot of room to work with here, so. Oh, and I need a printer still, but I got a new scale for Christmas for package weighing, so that helps. Now I just need a printer so I can print the labels at home instead of needing to run them to work. Borrow the work printer. So if anybody has any suggestions for a printer that isn't terrible, drop it in the chat or in the comments if you're watching the VOD. I need a printer, not just a label printer. Like, I want a real printer, all-in-one multi-purpose thing. Because, like, when I buy patterns and stuff, I like to print them out instead of just having the PDF. Because print media does not need a battery or internet. So, I will have a tutorial for these ear warmers coming out on Tuesday morning. I filmed one today as part of the how many in one day process. And I have other ear warmers available for my shop, but I still got to get the inventory closet behind me organized. That's just off camera right here. that little arch there. Technically, it's not a closet. It's just a pass-through to go to the attic. But that's just where I'm going to store the inventory because the attic isn't finished, so I have no reason to really go up there. I mean, in some point in the future, I may finish the attic. I mean, I'll be here for the next 30 years, so 30-year mortgage. I'm going to get my money's worth. But I don't know. I've got my craft room here established, but maybe in the future I would move it up to the attic if I got it finished like an actual room. And that would certainly add a couple hundred more square feet to my house of usage. I do have a basement, but it's creepy. I don't like going down there. It's not finished either. It's just a hole in the ground. And I have a shed that I need to get a lock put on because the wind keeps blowing the doors open because it's so windy here. Honestly ridiculous how windy it is. One of my Lunar New Year lanterns blew away. Ended up in the next zip code. So how is everybody tonight? Life okay right now? Who's ready to go back to work on Monday? I am ready to go back, but I'm also not ready to go back to work. Like, I've really been just enjoying sitting up here and crocheting when I'm not freezing my butt off. But, I really need to get back into the routine. I'm one of those super early risers, so I've been all out of whack being on break from work. Normally I'm up at 5:30, but past 2 weeks I've been getting up at like 9, which is incredibly late for me. Gosh, but the sun was still partially up at 5 o'clock today. It was great. Can't wait. Can't wait for longer daylight so I don't have to turn lights on. I can save on the electric bill. Every day I turn more and more into my father. I should probably also take some vlog clips right now while we're at it. We're just gonna move it down here. Come on, phone. It's 5:45. Almost. Hi, welcome to the live. goodness gracious me. One yarn chicken earlier. I was making these in a neon orange color with a camouflage trim. I'll grab one and show it in a little bit. And I actually finished it perfectly right before I ran out of the neon orange yarn. Excuse me, which is great because we're on a partial yarn buying ban again. Excuse me. Last one was because I was buying this house. Now it's because I just had to drop $300 on heating oil. And, you know, bills and such. But yes, I am one of those rare millennial homeowners. 4, 5, 6 of 13. So guys, don't forget to double tap the screen and like the live if you're just joining. Maybe subscribe. Hang out, chat for a while. I don't know, this is my, these are what I do on Saturday nights now. I used to be wild. And now I crochet on the internet. I mean, I'm also a teacher too, so can't be too wild. My lord. Making good progress here. I think for each color ear warmer I want to work on tonight on live, what I'll do is I'll just make each size available. And then when I have each size, so all three, then I will sew them together in a batch and do it that way. Does that sound like a plan, chat? Running low on this little scrap ball. Almost time to attach the skein. Here we go. Oh, this skein has seen better days. It's fallen apart. Let's just magic knot this together real quick, chat. Give me a minute. Had leftover orzo in tomato basil soup for dinner tonight. It was very good. Okay. Got that reattached. We are off to the races. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, we used up the last of the pink neon pink scraps. So now we're just working purely from the skein. Hooray. Let's see, so I did a bunch of neon orange ones earlier. Now we're working on neon pink. I have a bunch of multicolored ones. Now I'm thinking, when I make the next finish off these sizes of neon pink, should I do neon yellow or neon green next? That is the question. If anyone has any suggestions, feel free to chime in. Where did I put my water? Oh, it's right over that way. Okay. I may have to go get my water. I'm thirsty. It's so dry. Between the wind and my furnace, I'm completely mummified. And tomorrow's going to be a video editing day. I finally finished the Christmas sweater I've been working on. That one may be a special Wednesday vlog release for Orthodox, part of the regular schedule. And then we can jump into Valentine's Day stuff. So I know there's lots of Valentine's Day projects out there I want to make. Lots of pink and purple and white and hearts and sparkly things. And there's Lunar New Year. But I found, while organizing my yarn, I have barely any red yarn. Like, my green yarn is overflowing into the brown cabinet cubby. I have three partial skeins down in the red cube over there. Everywhere else is overflowing except for red. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 more rows, and then we finish the border, and then this is done. I may run and pause and get my pink blanket for my legs just because. I'm old and stiff and don't do well with cold anymore. And if you're just joining, don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live and hit the subscribe button and all that fun stuff. It really does help the channel out. And all that jazz. Just about done. And then we'll put got 2 more rows to go. Then we'll go around, and then we'll skip sewing it together until after I have the next size of this, because I already made the baby size for this morning. So now I'm making the adult size. I just need to make the child size. So we'll finish this one, we'll make the child size one, and then we'll sew them all together. It's so dark here in this town that every little headlight peeking in the window is like, what is it? All that good stuff. There. Right. One more row. These fly by pretty quickly. Surprises me how fast they fly by. This is the 10th one I've made of these today. Finish this row, and then I'm gonna go grab. Actually, I'll be right back, chat. I just need to grab my blanket real quick for my legs. I just love a good seasonal throw blanket. I got this one yesterday. It has kitties on it. And kitties with their tails making hearts. Yes, I like to have a throw blanket for every holiday. and then just rotate them out each month. There we go. Now I'm nice and cozy, and this is so soft. Love a seasonal throw blanket. Hi, love your yarn wall. Thank you! I just finished building it the other day. I guess this is the first public showing of part of it. There's a lot, and then there's more that way. But I finally got it done. Finally built it. This is all my acrylic yarn, and then my cotton yarn is on the other wall. I need to get another cube shelf for that, but I organized it all by rainbow order, and then the variegated. So this green is kind of overflowing into the brown because I didn't realize how much green yarn I had. It's really pitiful is the amount of red yarn. I have 3 partial skeins of various shades of red. I could almost combine it with the pink section. But yeah, and then I have a lot of variegated yarn. Entirely too much variegated yarn. Okay. So many bags and boxes on my hand spun bags in my sheds here. I must get pretty storage. Yeah. Well, my mom got me this shelving unit, and it was only like 30 bucks on Amazon. The only thing is you had to put it together yourself, and the instructions were not in English. And also I couldn't get like half the tubes to fit because there were supposed to be like aluminum tubes under here. But I could not for the life of me get them to squeeze in there, so there's just the 2 holding this up. But since I'm not actually putting anything with a substantial weight, it's fine. It's just yarn. But yes, it is nice having my own craft room and seeing my yarn finally out of the various tote boxes that I did store it in. Now the tote boxes are just holding the overflow, which is mostly just scraps and polyester-based yarn. I have it all organized by fiber right now. So, got a cotton filling a cube shelf over there. Here's all the acrylic. And then any of my fancier fibers like alpaca go in a cabinet I have over here that my sister-in-law's parents gave me when I first moved in. But I need a real desk and a real desk chair. So right now it's just a Walmart folding table and folding chair that I use for my craft shows. And I'm like, this could go in the office / craft room for now. Floors are kind of warped just because of how old this house is. So the floor in here, it's kind of wobbly. I love this blanket. It's so soft. I'm just gonna say, like, I just want to pet it. And it has kitty cats on it, and I love kitty cats. I love seasonal throw blankets. I will always buy a seasonal throw blanket. That's the one bit of, oh my god, oh my overconsumption that I will indulge myself in just because I love throw blankets. Though, going through my collection, I realized I didn't have any St. Patrick's Day or Valentine's Day themed ones, so I went shopping with my mom yesterday and I got this kitty cat Valentine's Day blanket and a St. Patrick's Day blanket with rainbows on it. Pretty much everything I own is cat related. I love cats. So many minky blankets and different ways to design we change according to mood and how cold it is. Yeah. Yep, that's me. All these like really soft plush blankets. Well, it's like I've said, it's cold in the upstairs of my house. So I have a lot of blankets around. Also, the town I just moved to is like, oh, it's a much higher elevation. So it's always a lot colder here than it ever really was in my hometown, which I still work in my hometown, so I gotta get like fully kitted up for winter weather just to drive into work and be like, oh, it's a heat wave. Because I don't go down about 1,000 feet. Another oil truck. Coldest room in my apartment. Yeah, this is definitely one of the coldest rooms in my house as well. But again, that's just because this house is so old, it wasn't designed with heating, modern heating involved. So there's only one heating vent for the whole second floor. But that's what space heaters are for. Also, I grew up with an insane father that like was like, don't touch the thermostat. He always kept the house at like 55 degrees. So I know how to put on a sweater. I spoil myself. I keep my house at 60 degrees. But the house is well insulated. Just the heat that stays downstairs does not come upstairs. Right. My mom, she's a problem with the cold. Make it make sense. Yeah. Well, I know in my case, I have oil heat, but I can't get a contract yet because everywhere around here is like you need to use at least 500 gallons of oil heat a year to get a monthly contract. But I just moved in and I've never had oil heat before, so I'm like, I have no idea if I'm going to use 500 gallons or not. So I have to buy it as needed. And it's about, right now it's about $300 for 100 gallons. So if I keep it lower, it doesn't burn as fast. So I first bought heating 100 gallons back in the beginning of November, and it lasted me 100 gallons, made it all the way to the end of December, so I was able to call and buy it again. So I've been earning about 50 gallons a month, which is pretty impressive, considering I called the oil company and they're like, wow, you've lasted a long time. It's because I put on a sweater. Eventually I'll convert to electric heat though, just so that it's all one bill to deal with. Adult size finished. I'm going to start on the child size and then we will sew these up. Oh, but that end is woven in, so I will cut it off now. Alright, that's the adult size. Move these business cards. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. You love using the wood stove. Yes, wood stoves are great. You color the yarn so pretty. Thank you. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Child size, all chained up. Yeah, wood stoves are great. I think maybe when I save more money, I would love to pay to get a wood stove installed here. Because I have a chimney. It's been bricked over and they put the heating vent, the oil furnace exhaust thing through the old thing. Because this house used to have be heated by a fireplace. Because it's from the 1800s. But then they got rid of the fireplace, put in a oil tank and a burner, and then they just vent the exhaust up through the old chimney. So I could conceivably get a wood stove and just have it vent up that way. Worry a lot less about carbon monoxide. But, oh well. It's been keeping me warm. The heating oil's been keeping me warm all winter, so. I think I'll just burn through what I have now, and then in the springtime I'll just pay to fill the tank completely. So that I will be ready for next winter. People replace chimney fireplaces with ugly heaters. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this house is so old. Like, the part I'm sitting in right now, this is the old second floor. And this part of the house was built sometime in the mid 1800s. And then it used to have just a straight drop down into the kitchen and then the basement. But in the year 1900, they built a back extension, so that's where the indoor plumbing and everything is. And then they closed up the chimney, put in the oil heat, routed all the oil pipes through the chimney, and then a complex mishmash of pipes to have all the plumbing is, like, all the plumbing is over there, and then there's just a small pipe that runs out to my kitchen sink. Like, it's all modern now. Everything's been upgraded and replaced, but it's just interesting to see. But this room and the kitchen are the original house, so like all the doors and all the wood in here is original to like early to mid 1800s. But it's all solid old, it's built from old, solid, old growth wood, so it ain't going anywhere. Hello, how's your day been? The day's been alright. Been chilly, but it's been good. I've been seeing how many ear warmers I can crochet in one day. I'm currently on ear warmer number 11. And the night is young. And we're just hanging out and chilling. It's great progress. Wow, that's great progress. Thank you. Yeah, I've literally just been like sitting and crocheting all day and doing nothing else really. Save for when I made dinner and then washed the dishes. And of course, tomorrow I have to edit it, do the video editing, and that's the not fun part. Yeah, pretty good. I try to dedicate a day every weekend where I primarily focus on just crocheting and relaxing. Normally that's Sundays, but I've been off work for about 2 weeks, so I was able to get all the house cleaning done before New Year's. Went to visit my parents for New Year's, came home. House is already clean, so. Might do some laundry tomorrow. I have some towels that need to be washed, but oh well. And then Monday night is hit the grocery store in the next big town overnight. But luckily that's where I work, so I just have to stop on the way home. Gotta hit Aldi, I need stuff. I need fruit and paper towels. But I'm pretty well stocked on everything else. I've gotten really into couponing lately, which is pretty great. So now I have a nice big stockpile, like cleaning supplies and laundry stuff. I mean, technically anything I buy at Aldi for next while is free because my brother gave me a $100 gift card to Aldi for Christmas. Which is exactly what I asked for, so. He said, give me either money for groceries or make a mortgage payment for me. And he was like, I'm not making a mortgage payment for you, so. Gotta go now, it's 11:20. Happy New Year, mind to subscribe. Well, thank you for coming, and thank you for subscribing, and Happy New Year. Get some rest. 11 o'clock there. That means it's about 6:21 here in the evening. So the night is young, it just doesn't feel like it because it's so dark out. And we've been live for almost an hour now, so don't forget to like the live and subscribe if you haven't yet already. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to take a quick water break, and then we'll sew these up. And then pick another color to make. Either green or yellow. So those are the neons I have right now. I'm making these all these ear warmers so far to be very bright and vibrant, so but they're good for walking in the dark at night. Especially if you're in a rural area like I am. Didn't realize how urbanized my hometown had become until I moved out here and I realized, oh, it's dark all the time at night here. Whereas there was a lot of light pollution where I was living. Good progress. Yay. Here we go. There goes the furnace again. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay. Hey, Laura. Happy New Year. Hope you had a great holiday. How are you doing? There goes the heater. I'm down with the cold. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, the germs are bad this year. I'm scared to go back to work and catch everything on Monday. All right. Did you at least have a good holiday? 9. Hey, Aaliyah! Gang's all here, yay! Yes and no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Filter install lives. It's alright. It's the holiday season. Weird things happen. I was in my pajamas and had been drinking for most of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm at that point where I'm sitting here, I'm like, what year is it? What day is it? I have to keep reminding myself today's Saturday. But no, you're good. This was fine by Laura. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Laura. That's awful. That sucks. So close to the holiday. Dang. Well, hopefully maybe we can cheer you up a little bit. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My car slid away from me at one point. Shortly after Christmas, I got back from Pittsburgh. I was at my parents' house. It was late. I was going up to bed. And then I looked at the window and my car was not where I had put it. And I looked out the window and it had slid away. Which is hilarious in hindsight, but at the moment it was not funny because it was like midnight. The last gift she got her is a Sentra. Aw, man. Well, I'm sure you'll treasure it. Yeah. There'll be a bit of her behind in everything you make with it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel like I have to sneeze. It just won't happen. Ugh, I really gotta get my ductwork taken care of in the spring, all the HVAC system. It's just red. Now I just need to know how to use it. Well, I know someone named Sarah who goes by Crochet Vision that apparently has a whole 101 thing. Red Heart. No, this is not Red Heart. This is Loops and Threads Soft Classic Neon Pink. But there's lots of Red Heart back here in my new shelf. Yes, it is very, very bright. The camera doesn't do it justice. But I was inspired to make a bunch of high visibility ear warmers because it's so dark where I moved to. There's no street lights or anything, and there's no sidewalks. So I'm like, this is a need in the area. And it's so cold all the time. So pretty, so bright, so vibrant. Alright, we're on the last row of ear warmer number 11 for the day. So when I'm done with this one, I will sew it and the adult size one I just made up. And then we can move on to another color that we can pick off of the yarn wall. One of the bright ones. Adonis's Great Escape. He has only gone outside. What stitch are you doing? Oh my gosh, Adonis Escape. What stitch are you doing? I'm doing the linen stitch. Because I've just kind of embraced the fact that this is like my stitch that I do all the time. But also the pattern repeat just gauged out perfectly in a perfect formula to make multiple sizes. I did some finagling with the pattern though, because I mean it's like very close to my headband pattern, and I have ear warmers using this pattern in my shop already, but I'm reworking it. So it did come in 4 sizes: baby, child, small, and large. But there isn't that much of a difference between the small and large, so I'm going to slowly start phasing that out into one just adult size. Wait, did I mess this up? I messed this up. Got so excited about the linen stitch that I didn't single crochet like I was supposed to be. Because I've come to embrace. So no hate here, but in the caption it says January 3rd. Is it not already January 4th? No, it's January 3rd today. Unless you're in New Zealand. In which case it's probably already January 3rd. Or Australia. But nope, it's January 3rd where I am right now. on the east coast of the US. On top of a mountain in the middle of the nowhere, freezing my butt off. For me, it's cool. Okay, so for you, it is January 4th. So you weren't wrong. It's just that tricky international date line there. So I could see how you got confused for a second there. It's all right. Yeah, I know. I always forget just how far ahead, like, Australia and New Zealand and everything is from me. My dad in 2020 went to Australia before COVID, mind you, and he got, like, the last flight out of Australia before the whole continent shut down at the end of February. I think I still have Melbourne in my phone, that time zone. When did you start crocheting? 1999. Started crocheting in 1999. And now it's 2026, and that just doesn't sound like a real year. I keep feeling like I'm gonna sneeze, and then I don't. Oh, come on, if I'm gonna sneeze, just sneeze. It started a couple years ago. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Yeah, 2026 does not sound like a real year, but then again, I didn't think 2010 sounded like a real year either, and that was 16 years ago. The fibers, probably. It's probably the fibers, it's probably the heating system. It always makes me sneeze. Because it turns out the sellers never had it cleaned. And it's just kicking up a load of gunk. And it's also very dry. But I figured out a DIY humidifier. I got a bunch of empty metal coffee cans. Put some water in them and then just put one on every heating vent. So every time the heat kicks on, it heats up the water and evaporates it. And it's been working. Like, I'm not getting horrific nosebleeds every night anymore, but I do need to get a proper humidifier. And then in the springtime, I gotta get all the ducts cleaned out. So I gotta find somebody to clean out the dryer ducts and the heating vents. But the joys of living with forced air, oil, heat. Because we always had a hot water gas baseboard at my parents' house growing up, so. Hi, Julia, Gracie, Ultra, bye, Laura. I hope you feel better soon. I'm sorry for your loss. But no, it could definitely be the fibers today, because I have been making these ear warmers all day. And I've been using a lot of loops and threads, and I don't know, loops and threads always seems to make me sneeze. Who knows? I don't know. I no longer live near O'Michael's, so. Gonna be getting most of my yarn from Hirschner's and Premier. But Michaels is the one that make these really vibrant neons. And that's what I use for like my high visibility stuff. My brother just texted. Something is orange. I don't know. I do, though, now live 20 minutes away from a Hobby Lobby. How far away are you now? I'm about a half-hour drive from my hometown now, which is near the Michaels. But I'm kind of equidistant between two major towns. And my hometown and this other major town south of me also has a Michaels. But technically I'm closest to a Hobby Lobby now because that's what's slightly closer as the crow flies. But I will probably just go back to Michael's in my hometown on an as-needed basis. But it would probably be on a weekend and I'd have to have like a reason to go all the way out there and back. It's better for my car to, just order online. Since it's a half hour there and then another half hour back. No, the only really big store we have in my town now is a Dollar General. And they don't have craft supplies. But yeah, I'm living in rural America now. Honestly, though, it's not so bad. Like, I'm within a half hour of two major towns, so. And I mean, I work in one of them still, so. I mean, everybody that lives here works in one of those two towns, unless they work from home. The only jobs out here are the gas station, the Dollar General, and the school district. And the school district's not that great. But school district wasn't something I was worried about when I was looking for houses, just because I don't plan on having kids. So. Alright. The long tail for sewing, and we have 2 ear warmers that we've made on live so far. Yay! Cut this end because I already wove it in. Now what? I think I'm just gonna ball this up really quick because if I don't do it now, I'm not gonna get to it. Family group text. My brother painted a room in his house today. And he's very proud of himself. I should probably do some painting in here. I don't know if you can see on camera the spots on the wall the sellers left from one of their mini TVs. So I should probably paint over it. I don't know, or I'll just slap a poster over it for now. Significantly less work. I don't know, maybe my dad will do it over the summer at some point. I'll give him a project to work on. I know he's going to help me install some shelves in the basement in the shed probably next weekend. Family group chat. My brother painted a room bright orange. Apparently that's the room I'm going to sleep in whenever I visit. Which is fine. Hi there to everyone in chat. Happy evening. Hi there. Happy New Year. Oh, he's installing some new electrical stuff tomorrow. Nightbot. They were not repeating themselves. I don't know. Nightbot's been glitching. I gotta fix it. But yes, hi Alyssa. Happy New Year. Nightbot and I are gonna have a chat. Alright, this is all balled up. Can I make it into the trash can over there? Nope. Let's do a little higher angle. Ear warmers number 10 and 11 are done. Let's sew them both up. Meh. All tangled up. Okay. Alright, I'm going to sew these into the braid now. But yes, Happy New Year. It is 2026. My dad is retiring in 90 days. However many days until March 1st is when he's retiring. He is very, very excited. Which means more time for him to come help me build things. Haha. These are the last real big things that I can do myself in the house and don't have to contract out to a professional or shelves and things. And then he can do whatever he wants. Yep. Yep, he was waiting for me to get fully off the payroll before he hit the retired. And they're like, well, no, you're not 65 yet. And he's like, I no longer have any dependents except for the cats. I'm done. And they're not happy. They're like, no, all this knowledge about computers is leaving. And he's like, well, you should have thought about that before trying to mandate complete 5 days back in the office. And they're like, you need to come back to the office 5 days a week. No more remote work. And he's like, screw you, I'm retiring instead. Well, my brother is going to attempt to install a ceiling fan by himself tomorrow. I should text him and make sure he remembered to update his life insurance. fair enough. Yeah, he's very happy he's retiring, though. He was ready. Regardless, he was ready to retire soon. But thankfully, the stars aligned. I'm completely no longer dependent. Brother has been on his own for a few years now. I mean, I was functionally on my own. I paid for everything myself. I just lived at home. But he realized, oh, I'm an empty nester now. I can do whatever I want. So then they tried to say, no, okay, we'll let you go hybrid. 3 days in the office. And he's like, nope, fully remote or I'm done. And they're like, well, we're not giving you fully remote. And he's like, well, then I guess I'm done. And they're like, well, what if we need you for something? He's like, well, then you can pay my consulting fee and I'll come back as a consultant. And his consulting fee is like twice his regular salary, so. Haha. And my mom, her new position started soon, and she's fully remote now, too, so. She's like, yay! Well, my mom had to go fully remote because she has a very weak immune system. And every time she had to go into the office, she got sick. So, her doctor said, you need to be remote now. And I clearly don't live at home anymore. So when she got a bit of a sniffle a couple of days ago, I was like, you can't blame this one on me. I haven't been here. Got a lot of yarn worms here. Save them up for the scam letters. Alright, I think this is the child size. Ta-da! A vibrant pink ear warmer. Next. Excuse me. Yes, my father, he's positively giddy about retiring. But also stressed because now they're trying to sell the house and move up to New York for his retirement. And he's like, I have so much I have to do. I'm like, well, I did my part, so good luck to you. So I have to come up with projects around my house for him to do to keep his mind off of things. He's doing projects around my parents' house. He's just, oh, I gotta get it ready for buyers. Whereas with me, it's just, hey, Dad, can you spackle this hole over the wall for me, please, for your firstborn? So, yeah. I know, we gotta get, like, I want to install, like, floating shelves on the walls around here. I need shelves installed in the shed. I need shelves installed in the basement. I want to paint the basement and put a real floor in it, so maybe it's not as scary. This is just a creepy rock floor with weird exposed bulbs and dirt walls, and I'm like, "Nyeh." So maybe dream renovation, I finish the basement and make it a little less creepy. I know in my sweater vlog I'm gonna edit. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna edit and probably have that posted on Orthodox Christmas. You get to see a glimpse of my basement in that vlog, and you just hear the ominous creak of how the door opens, and you're like, oh, it's scary down there. But, yeah. I have to go down there at least once a day to check the oil tank. And every time I'm like, oh, maybe this time it won't be as creepy. Nope, it's always creepy. I thought the basement at my parents' house was creepy. Nope. I think part of what scares me about my basement is just that it's one of those basements that's so well insulated. There's no cell signal down there because it goes down so deep into the rock. It's one of those basements where if you get stuck down there, no one can hear you scream. But it is nice because it has a walkout, so you don't have to go into the main house from the basement. And like all the major appliances that people would come to work on are down there, so I don't have to have contractors walking through my house. They could just go straight into the basement and not come back up. Have to come up for anything. All right, one adult-sized pink ear warmer and one child-sized pink ear warmer to go with the baby-sized pink ear warmer we made in the tutorial today. All right. Yay! 10 and 11. These two make 11 ear warmers. It's probably only about 6:30. I don't know. I don't have a clock in here. The night is young. Let's grab some yarn and make more. All right, chat. Consult the yarn wall. We've got neon yellow here, and we've got some neon green. Which one should we make? So I know I want to make a neon. It's 7:04. Okay. Thank you, Ilya. So, should we do neon yellow or neon green? We did pink and orange earlier today, and we did a variegated, so. Neon green or neon yellow? Chat, you decide. I need to grab my water bottle real quick. And put my yarn worms in the jar of yarn worms. Much better. Your team yellow? All right. Anybody else? Team yellow going once? Going twice? Going twice and a half? Yellow. Oh, it's so nice to have a yarn wall. Chat has decided on a bright neon yellow, so we're going to start with the adult size and work our way down. Yellow 1. And just like before, I'll make each size and then sew it up. Alright, you heard me talking to the vlog. I do like this yellow. It is a very nice, bright, vibrant yellow. Let's start on ear warmer number 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. God. Gotta work at my breath control again. I'm out of shape again. It's all the dang Christmas cookies. Okay. And yes, Lo-Fi Girl Christmas music is going on in the background. And Orthodox Christmas hasn't happened yet. So there. Yep, glad we went with yellow, chat. It's a very pretty yellow. And I'm liking having the yarn wall as the background in the live stream. Now I just need another cube shelf and I'll have a cotton yarn wall on the opposite wall, and that'll be what shows up in the background of the vlogs when I'm filming at my desk. And then when it's really cold, we will occasionally venture back downstairs to whatever I have hanging on the wall. My grandma's granny square blanket that has been in the background for this long will be returning at some point. I just don't know where to hang it up yet. Because I don't really have a wall big enough to hang it up. Just not really sure what to do about it. I may hang it up on my bedroom wall just to have there, but I don't film it all in my bedroom. Because that's where I sleep. I want to keep work and sleep separate. Filming crochet counts as work. So, there. And woven. This is so yellow, it like hurts to look at. But the point of these ear warmers are to be high visibility, so it works out. There we go. I like starting with the larger size of your order because then by the time I get to the baby size, it goes by so quickly. And I mean, these in general go by pretty quickly, but you know. Maybe I'll make cookies tomorrow. Suddenly really craving cookies. Again. I have a mix of chocolate chip cookie stuff. Maybe I'll make banana bread. I don't know, I just feel the urge to bake something right now. I'd say, hey, let's do a baking live, but the lighting in my kitchen is honestly awful. That is another project I need to work on. I need to get more, because right now I just have one hanging lamp for the entire kitchen. I need to get some that'll go under the cabinets, over the stove. I need to get like a battery operated fan to put by the stove because I have no stove fan because it's right by a window. So there's no exhaust vent. I'm supposed to just open the window every time. Love cookies. Yeah. My house is downstairs. So maybe tomorrow I'll make cookies. Even though I really shouldn't, just because I already ate so many Christmas cookies. And a doctor did say I have to start being more careful about those things. So I'm an old fart now. You know, I'm still considering maybe getting a landline for my house. Oh gosh, speaking of landlines. Funny story. So, old family friend of mine, they're friends with my parents. They built themselves a new home last year for them to age in place and stuff. Since they're, you know, my parents' age and they're not exactly young. I mean, if I'm an old fart already, you can imagine my parents. And they built this really fancy ADA compliant house. And it has a residential elevator. So I'm like, oh, they're rich. They got an elevator in their house. So it turns out in the United States, residential elevators have to have a landline in them. And it can't be a VoIP. Like, it has to be an actual cable connected landline, independent of any internet or power source. So that, God forbid, you get stuck in there. You can call for help, regardless if your phone battery dies or anything. It has to have a hardwired landline in it. And I remember when they first built this house, they had invited us over. And they were having like a big cookie party or something for Christmas and everything. So like the whole neighborhood was there, and yeah, for emergencies. Not if you're my father. So, the husband was showing it off to everybody at this party. Like, yeah, this is our residential elevator. It's just big enough that a wheelchair goes in it. It has to have a landline. And I'm like, so you could grab that phone, call Domino's Pizza, and order a pizza from that elevator. And he was like, yup. Later on, everyone else has moved on to see the other parts of this house, because he's also got like a across the ceiling train set up for his toy trains and everything, so that his trains will drive throughout the house. They're rich. So everyone else is looking at that, and I'm looking at the trains, and I realize I can't find my dad. And I go and I find him in the elevator with the landline, and he calls his phone, his cell phone, from that landline. And then he's like, oh, I have the number now. To the landline in the phone, in the elevator. And I was like, okay. So now, periodically, I found out why my dad likes to troll his friend by calling the elevator. So he'll call him periodically, and I'm like, hey, is your elevator running? And I'm like, you are about to retire. You are in your 60s. You are beyond a grown man. So yeah, every so often he calls his friend's elevator just to troll him and be like, is your elevator still running? Or, hi, we've been trying to reach you about your elevator's extended warranty. I'm like, Dad, that phone is supposed to be for emergencies! And he and his friend just laugh. Never too old to troll your friends, no. And honestly, I would probably do the same. I just get hung up about emergency protocols because, they beat it into us as teachers. I'm like, Dad, this is a phone for serious things. And he's like, is your elevator still running? Well, you better go catch it. But yeah, it's a genuine old 90s style landline in there. You can call and order a pizza from it. It has a phone number. My dad calls and trolls his friend. And part of me thinks, oh, I want to get a landline for my house just in case. Because, like, Mountain God's country here. But you know what would happen if I got a landline is my dad would call it just to troll me all the time. Or I'd get a bunch of robocalls. So pretty. You sure about that? Yeah. Yes, I'd call it all the time, and it would just be for like, it would really only just get robocalls and my dad pranking me every once in a while. Because he's the type that does that. I know Google Voice has a program where instead of routing a Google Voice number to your cell phone, you can route it to like a landline phone. And I've thought of that just to have as a number to give to all these companies that when you're about to check out, they're like, "And can I get a phone number for that?" I mean, I still use my parents' landline phone number for that, really. Here we go. Let's see, what time is it? It is 7:28. We're making very good progress. And we've been live for 2 hours, so don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet already. It's only 7:30. The night is young, so we'll be live for a little while longer. Until I get hungry again, really. And go find a snack or something. Love my yarn. Well, it's so nice to have all my yarn up and organized because it's just been sitting around in Aldi bags for a while now. Then I finally got that shelf built. And once I really get more furniture, real furniture in here and stuff, maybe then I'll film a craft room tour. Or that can be like a 5K subscriber special. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The goal for this year, I released my goals for 2026 video this year. One of the goals is to reach 5K subscribers. see, reach 5K subscribers. Actually write and publish a pattern, not just a tutorial. Finish building out my craft room. More big things for my website. Of course, what are we going to do but spend a whole day making little things, but, you know. Maybe I'll do a how many sweaters in 1 month video. I want to put things like sweaters and shawls and tops and such into my shop. Let's see, what else was it? The craft room together, big things for the website. 5K subscribers. Work on video editing. And then I had another one, but I can't remember. I'd have to go watch my own video to figure it out. I have the list, but it's all the way over there, and I'm lazy to go grab it. Y'all just have to go watch the video that I posted today. You should watch the video too, because you get to see me with a hammer. Three, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. No, and get back to my usual schedule. Usual posting and live schedule, because I have been slacking. Because holiday season. Insanity. And I went and bought a house right before the holiday season. I think maybe though after these ear warmers, we'll start working on some Valentine's Day and Lunar New Year stuff. I know I've counted these rows a million times, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 more. This yellow is so bright, it almost hurts my eyes. Oops, I made a mistake. One more row of linen stitch. 2 more rows of linen stitch, and then we single crochet. No. Excuse me. Did not mean to do that. Excuse me. Did not mean to do that. I gotta figure out what to do for dinner tomorrow night. probably something with rice, since I did pasta yesterday and this evening. So we'll do rice as the next couple days as starch. Oh, crochet like the wind. It's done. We just got, after this, one more row. And then the border, and then we'll be done with this ear warmer, and we can move on to the next size. And now that we're onto the single crochet all the way across. No think, just stitch. A lot of people out driving tonight. Something going on in town that I'm not aware of. Would have been in the paper. And yes, I do get an actual physical newspaper. My town sends out a free one once a week, every Friday. And you get the newspaper. It's got all the local news and all the coupons for the local stores. And by local stores, I mean the ones in my hometown, because it's the closest place that has stores. Well, like big chain stores, like big supermarkets and stuff. The only chain we really have here is a Dollar General, but I mean, Pretty sure there's a Dollar General on the moon. I have come to really start to like Dollar General just because I've gotten into couponing, and it's one of those stores that makes couponing really easy. Dollar General and CVS. Like, I got a whole bunch of cleaning supplies that I'm not allergic to at Dollar General. I got like $100 worth of cleaning supplies. But thanks to like coupons and stuff, I only had to pay $50 for all sorts of different cleaning supplies that I needed. And cleaning supplies that I'm not allergic to. That's the big one. This is turning out so nice. I love how bright this is. Hang on, I gotta count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Keep getting distracted on the screen by all the colors in my yarn wall. Yeah. Alright. Adult size, number 12, is done. Now I know I said I would make each side and then sew them together all at once, but I have changed my mind. And it's my channel and I make the rules, so I'm gonna sew them together now as I finish them. So we've got that. Boop. Through there, pull it through. If you're just joining, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live and hit that subscribe button. We have lots of fun here, and we're getting back to the regular live streaming and posting schedule. Though I think next Saturday we may do the live early in the afternoon, just because my parents are going to be coming over for dinner. But we're going to try for Saturday and Tuesday lives again in this new year. The Tuesday ones probably won't be late until the evening, until like 7 o'clock, just because that's about when I'm finally done with my day. I'm a commuter now. I no longer live less than a mile from my job. Tell you, commuting isn't that horrible. Probably because traffic is always flowing when I'm going, so like if I was getting stuck in traffic regularly, it would probably suck my soul out, and I'd be like, never mind, I'm selling and going back. But it's only a half-hour drive through mostly country back roads, so it's not that horrible. Not as convenient, but yeah. in this end. And ta-da! Here it is. It is bright. It is vibrant. It is gorgeous. I love that. Right, that's ear warmer number 12. Let's move on to number 13. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Okay, what time is it? It's just a bit before 8 o'clock. I think we can do this one and one more. And then I may have to get off live after that because my tablet battery is dying. But we shall continue. The night is still young-ish. Also, it's quite cozy under this nice soft kitty cat blankie. I wonder what it would look like if I made like a whole outfit out of this color. Very bright, probably. One second, chat. I hear a noise. Okay, back. Thought I heard water running. Had to go investigate. But I'm back now. To go make sure everything was okay. And it was. And we just hit the 2.5 hour live mark. So don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live if you haven't yet already. Subscribe. All that fun stuff if you like crochet content. I know I do. Wait, I was about to say, better go. Yeah! No, I thought it was water running. But it wasn't. It was the wind right outside the bathroom window. I just wanted to make sure one of my coffee cans on the heating vent didn't overturn or something, or randomly start running. Thought I heard someone yelling, but I guess it's just the music. I'm all jittery now. One weird noise and suddenly there's a million weird noises. Alright, back on track. With this bright yellow. So. Alright, there we go. That's 2 rows. Oh, my right elbow's finally feeling better. Put weight on it again. I had a bad fall in the work parking lot a couple weeks ago. And I'm at the age where it's no longer, I fell down. It's, I had a fall. And I had a fall in the work parking lot. And I hurt my elbow and my back. It wasn't fun. Oh. trying to think of my plan of attack for tomorrow. Since tomorrow's the last day of winter break. And my last day off work until May. So I think tomorrow will definitely, it'll be a video editing day. Because I want the tutorial for these out on Tuesday. I want to release the video about my sweater on Wednesday for Orthodox Christmas. Get this edited and scheduled, the how many ear warmers in a day video. Currently working on number 13. And what else? So I need to get these photographed, posted on my website. I have some cowls I need photographed and posted on my website. And then I want to start planning out some Valentine's Day projects. So I have some really pretty pink and white yarn from Red Heart Amore. That was discontinued a while ago. I have some of that. I want to make like a nice cowl or scarf or something out of pink and white for Valentine's Day. I know Repeat Crafter Me has a cute pattern with hat pattern with hearts that I want to try making. Me following patterns? Yeah, I've been doing that a lot these past few weeks. And of course, every single one I have to put my own twist on it. But yeah. Depending on when the video for these ear warmers comes out, that'll probably be not next week, but the week after, since I had a video out today. So this ear warmer video will come out 2 weeks from today. I'll probably have the ear warmers go live on my shop, excuse me, at the same time. And that gives me time to make more of the different colors. Because I still want to get on some neon green ones. There's some other variegated ones I want to make. I think I would like to make some plain neutral ones, maybe in a different stitch than the linen stitch. So I've got, but I'd like to get the bulk of these photographed and ready already tomorrow so that I have a nice big buffer of time. And I can work on Valentine's Day. And then I can just release these and anything I make for Valentine's Day all at once. You know, I think I have a shawl I made back at my parents' that I never put on my website that was Valentine's Day themed. So talk to them because my parents are still holding a lot of the my inventory for me as I finish getting my craft room put together. So I'll pick that up at some point this week. I've got all the shelves for yarn storage now. Now I need shelves and drawers for inventory storage. And hangers and stuff to hang stuff up. Like the shawls and sweaters and things, because I want to sell more shawls and sweaters on my website this year. I think I've just been resistant to putting sweaters on my website, because I don't really have any way to measure sizes. Like, I don't have a mannequin. Or anything that could model them. It would be just me, and I would kind of stand there like, while modeling it. I'm not a model. I know once when I was a teenager, I was at the mall. Some old man came up to me and told me I could be a model, and I literally laughed in his face. Like, no. So I need like a mannequin or something to put on sweaters. Put sweaters on to really sell them on the website. But like a good mannequin doesn't come in multiple sizes and costs like a couple $100. I mean, maybe I could model it if I just like cut my head off in the picture. Be like, no, you don't need to see me standing there. Like that's even what my school pictures look like when they take our picture for our staff ID badges. I'm literally like, I don't know, but I do want to start selling sweaters. I have so many that I've made. And, like, I sell them at my craft shows, or I try to. So many people come up to them like, oh, so pretty, and then they walk away, and I'm like, ready to put out a sign that says, saying, oh, so pretty, costs $1. Like, respect the hustle, please. I should definitely make more granny square bags this year. I could use my scrap cotton for that. in my neck. And this is row 10 we're on now, chat. This is row 11 we're working on. Gosh, we've been live for almost 3 hours, guys. I think we'll finish this, do one more ear warmer, and then jump off of live, probably. We'll see. It's 8:15. I'm starting to get tired. And I still gotta film an outro, and yeah. I want to push myself, but I also don't want to push myself. I mean, just because I'm done with live doesn't mean I'll stop crocheting. I'll just relocate downstairs and watch TV or something. Put my pajamas on. Have some tea. Find some documentary to watch, and then go to bed. Well, find some documentary to watch, fall asleep in the recliner, documentary ends, I wake up, and then I go to bed. So let's face it, that is the reality of life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome. Gotta do 13 rows. That's the new way I'm making these, so. Also gonna phase out the adult small size on these and just have it adult size, because I realize I never sell the adult size, small size. So they're gonna meet in the middle. And then when all my adult smalls sell out, I may clearance those out. Because I think I can clearance out individual objects, even if they're part of a set of listings. I'll just clearance those out. I don't know, I'm just kind of rambling. It's what I do when people don't talk in chat. I just start talking to myself. Which I think is why sometimes people just sit and lurk, because come on, sneeze already. I am suffering. Watch, I'm gonna get off live, and as soon as I'm off live, I'm gonna sneeze so hard I'm gonna knock myself unconscious or something. Okay, here we go. I can't remember. How many ear warmers are we at today? 9, 10, 11, 12. This is number 13. I do need to do tomorrow is attach the price tags to these, because the price tags also have the size. And that's how I organize these. Oh, and I have a birthday gift I need to finish. Mm-hmm. Go pivot. This is bright. So bright. What time is it? 8:23. Okay. So I think we'll do one more ear warmer after this one. And then get off live. So we'll have been live for 3 hours. There we go. Number 13 is done. Let's sew it together. Excuse me. Jeez. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. There we go. Each time I make one of these, it goes a little faster. Right, number 14. No. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Number 13 is done. Number 13 Anyway, yes, number 13. Ear warmer number 13. This is about how much we've got left of the skein. So we're going to make, I think we will make one more on live stream and then be done with live stream, but probably not necessarily done crocheting for the night. We've just been live for 3 hours now, so if you're just joining, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live and hit that subscribe button. Pretty please. Enjoy the beautiful view of colorful yarn. Alright, baby size. So this shouldn't go out. That person's driving way too fast down that terrible little road. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Right, chain 54, we're going to make the baby size. Woohoo, baby size. That person's also going way too fast down my terrible little road. Am I going to have to be a Karen and call the cops? No. And another person. They better not be drag racing. Streets are too small and terrible for that right now. Go off my lawn. No fun allowed. Okay, my dad just texted me. Top chat. Oh, hi, Mom. Yeah, no, the chats were not coming through, Mom. Sorry. Yeah, the system keeps glitching and it's not showing me the chats. It's like I'm gonna have to pull up my own live stream on my laptop just to make sure I'm getting the chats. Hi, Mom. I can see you now. Welcome, welcome. We're making a baby-sized bright yellow ear warmer. You love the shelves? Thank you, Mom. And see, I left like a big gap here where I didn't build a shelf, and that's where the space heater will go. Obviously, it won't stay there if it's on, but I wanted like that outlet accessible, so that's where I keep the space heater for now. If the space heater's on, it will go out here, but it's so colorful, isn't it, Mommy? What's your skincare routine? That's an odd question to ask. Soap. And I should probably invest in a night cream because my birth year starts with a 19. Here we go. Here we go. Alright. Foundation row started and woven. Off to the races. Are people drag racing? No. Not anymore, I don't think. Some very loud, very fast cars came by, but now it's quiet, so. I was about to say, wait a minute. Nope, that was just a very big, rumbly truck. Oh, wait. Those are a bunch of motorcycles. There's motorcycles following a big, rumbly truck with lots of lights on it. But the motorcycles are going the speed limit. I think those are motorcycles. I don't actually have my glasses on. Don't know what that could be. Never seen anything like that around here. That is the equivalent to a polar plunge bird. Yeah. I think they actually do a polar plunge at Black Shannon. There goes another motorcycle. Crazy. Crazy, crazy people. Well, I guess that was the excitement for the evening. Yes, hello everyone. Is it now? Oh my gosh, 8:42, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna finish this one and then jump off, and I'm gonna go to bed. Try and unmess up my sleep schedule. As tomorrow's the last day of winter break. Ugh. Went by too quickly. Much too quickly. So we're gonna finish this and then it's later than I thought, so we're actually going to finish this ear warmer, jump off of live, and call it a night. Because I need to unmess up my sleep schedule before I go back to work. If I ever repeat myself a lot during these lives, it's because I'm vlogging as well. And I say something during the live that I realize, oh, I should probably say that for the vlog too. Multitasking, woo! You ate some pizza. That sounds delicious. I have some frozen pizza in the freezer. Maybe I should make that for dinner one night this week. Since nowhere out here delivers pizza, really. There goes the furnace. Pizza. Now I want pizza, but no, it's too late to make pizza. No pizza tomorrow night because I have some avocados I need to finish. Unless I do the avocado for breakfast. And then I do pizza for dinner. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But yay, pizza. You're having ice cream. Yummy. I have a stash of zebra cakes. I'll probably have a zebra cake right before I go to bed. And then regret it when I have weird dreams at 3 o'clock in the morning. But, oh well. Such is life. I should put some mint in the metal coffee cans full of water that I have on the heating vents. Nine. Green jump off by Layla. Love you too, Mom. Thanks for coming. I'll call you later. Enjoy your ice cream. Do I even have any ice cream or did I eat it all? I'll have to check my freezer. Excuse me. Ugh. That Progresso tomato basil soup is really good, but... There it is. Gracie's yawning. Alright, we just finished row 9 out of 13. This is row 10 out of 13. Row 11. until I'm getting tired as I'm getting more and more hunched over. Right. Yarn stash looks like a candy store. Helio from Fall sheltering in place. Oh gosh, what's going on in California now? But thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. And hope it brings you some joy while you're struggling a bit. Foggy in California. My goodness. I'm in windy Pennsylvania. Where it's so cold and the wind keeps stealing my neighbor's lawn furniture that's still out. I already stole one of my Chinese lanterns I hung up on my porch earlier this week for New Year. Literally, I was in the process of putting it on the hook, and then a gust came and whipped it off down the street into the next zip code. Yeah. Good thing it was part of a pack of 20 of those little fire season, mud season, flood season, or scorching hot season. Oh, yeah. Let's see. In Pennsylvania, it's either freeze your butt off season, freeze your butt off season, or random tornado on top of a mountain season. But geez. California, man. Yeah, it could be the middle of July and you'll just randomly have a really cold day in Pennsylvania. Although, we don't really get that much bad weather in Pennsylvania. And then I remember, oh yeah, the wind stole one of my lanterns. Literally right out of my fingers as I was hanging up. It was gone all the way down the street beyond the elementary school. I was just sitting there like... So I went inside and got another one. But it was like, dang it. I just wanted some nice lanterns for my porch for Lunar New Year in February. And the wind stole them. It's alright, while I was away for Christmas, it stole the lid off one of my trash cans. It's gone. Yeah, funnel clouds, high gusty winds, earthquakes in the lake, worker shorts, tank top, hoodie, and Ugg boots satisfy. Yeah. My mom always referred to California as shake and bake. Yeah, here in Pennsylvania we get tornadoes. They're not that bad. But they're usually weak enough that a tornado warning goes out and everybody goes out on their lawn to look at it. Pennsylvania's so beautiful. Yeah, it's a pretty nice state. I like it here. Weird, though. Nothing quite like getting stuck behind a horse and buggy on the interstate. Wait, what? Yeah. We have a lot of Amish in Pennsylvania, especially the rural areas, which is where I live. Meet me on a main highway and there's just a horse and buggy. They're not really allowed to, but they do anyway. Like I said, we're a weird state. Northern rush hour LA traffic. Yeah, no. I hear about LA traffic and I'm like, I'm glad I live in the middle of nowhere. Traffic out here is there's a cow in the road and it won't move. I mean, the town I lived is I just moved here, and the town I live in has one traffic light. Not a cow, lordy. Yup. Yeah, I remember once there was on I-80. There was a cow. And the local 911 page on Facebook posted, "Please stop calling us. We know there's a we know there's a cow." Yeah, I was just standing there, staring at people, middle of the highway. And the 911 page was like, "We know the cow is there. Please stop calling us." Yeah, cows on the highway, just staring at you. Whole cow, a live cow, just staring at you. And the deer. And where I am, the deer, they'll just come up to my window and stare at me through the window. You know I'm in a rural area because we don't even have a liquor store. We have a cafe, a Dollar General, and a gas station, and that's it. Deer, just pull up. Yeah, I know. And they were already just pulling up on me when I lived in the city. They were invading, and now I'm out in the middle of God's country, and I'll look out my kitchen window, and they'll just be standing there in the middle of the alleyway, just staring at me, and I'm like, get a job. And they'll just walk onto the highway and stare at you. You better pray you're able to stop in time, or your car's all messed up. A nosy deer. Yeah, I know. Especially if it's like 5 a.m. when I get up. I'm already half asleep and I look up and it's just staring at me in the window. Well, the first mornings after I moved here, it happened to me and I nearly shot it. It scared me so bad. And back when I lived in the city, one came up to my back door and one morning once and just was looking in the back door. And I also yelled, get a job at it, because I didn't know what else to say. Glad I can be of service. Yeah, no. Pennsylvania, you got Pittsburgh on one side of the state, Philly on the other, and then absolutely nothing. I live in the middle of the absolutely nothing. On top of a mountain. Which may not seem like a mountain to people that live out west with the Rockies, but just enough change in elevation. I have to modify the baking recipes on boxes to account for elevation, and the water boils faster. All right, we did it. Made it to the end. We'll weave this in and then we're gonna have to say goodnight because it's late here. Well, for me. I know I'm talk about, oh, it's so late, I need to go to bed, and people be like, it's 9 o'clock. Stand up material when you're you know, my mom did say I could go on the road sometime. Yeah, it's just turned 9 o'clock here, which is late for me because I'm usually awake at 5:30 in the morning. 6 on weekends. But I actually slept in till like 8 today because my sleep schedule's been so bad, but because I've been on winter break from school. I'm a teacher. Probably should be it. Well, I'm here every Saturday night, so. No, I'm a teacher, and we go back on Monday, and don't want to. But I must. leaving in the end on this one. Take some vlog clips. Don't want to. Yeah. Yeah. Like in college, I literally, which was a long time ago, I literally had accommodations that was like, you can't make her do public speaking things. You have to offer an alternative. Which is hilarious now that I realize I'm on YouTube. Now that I'm a YouTuber and a teacher, but that was pre-anxiety medication, Gracie. Pre-anxiety medication, Gracie, was not as fun. Like, I can be on camera, but as soon as I see people, I'm like, ugh! Literally fainted my freshman year once. I got up to do a presentation. Next thing I knew, I was on the floor. And that's when I got an academic accommodation that they had to offer me an alternative to public speaking. Better living through pharmaceuticals. Yes. Thank you, Boost Par. The true sponsorship of this channel. Just kidding. No, but oh crap. Really are gonna have to finish this live soon. My tablet's dying. But no, yeah. And then I had this real jerk professor my junior year that was like, I'm not gonna honor this accommodation, you just gotta deal with it. I'm like, well, technically under the ADA you have to, but I'm a petty girl, so I was like, okay, fine, okay, bet. So I filed the formal complaint, but it was too late. So I just got really drunk. Before class. And did the whole presentation completely wasted. Like, leaning all the way over, wasted. I don't even remember it. I remember waking up in my next class, my workshop class, my professor being like, are you okay? And I was like, no. And the funniest part of this was this all is that it was an 8 a.m. class. That I just got super wasted for. Oh my god, that was a long time ago now, so I've since chilled out a bit, but yeah, I ended up sleeping it off in my academic advisor's office for the rest of the day. And the only other classes I had that day were professors in my major that already kind of knew I was a chaotic individual, so they were like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You're like, yep, we'll excuse this absence due to mitigating circumstances. Okay. And that is ear warmer number 14. We did it. I'm tired. We'll recap in the morning. All right, chat. This has been fun, but we've been live for almost 4 hours. I'm tired. My battery is dying, so I'm going to say good night. Thanks for coming. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit all those buttons, yada, yada, yada. Make the algorithm like me and all that. We'll probably go live again sometime, either Tuesday night, probably. You want to try that pattern? Well, the tutorial for it will be coming out on Tuesday morning. So there you go. Yeah. So good night, everybody. Thanks for coming. Let's go turn this off. Plug this thing in and try not to knock it over. Okay.